Welcome to Wallace on Wire. Today we're talking about Pontian, specifically a recent national flag incident there that has really, captured the public's imagination. It's sparked quite a bit of discussion across the country. We're going to unpack the layers here: public perception, enforcement, and, well, what happens when the enforcers themselves make a mistake?
Exactly. It's one of those situations, isn't it? Really brings to mind that old saying, what goes around comes around. It definitely invites a reflection on fairness, on consistency, especially within our local governance.
Okay, so let's get into the specifics. This recent incident involved the Pontian Municipal Council. They were holding a decoration competition for the 68th National Day, trying to beautify the area, which sounds great. But then a photo appeared on their official social media.
Ah, yes. The photo, it showed a model of the Jalur Gemilang, our national flag. But instead of the correct 14-point star, it had 16 points. A pretty noticeable error, especially from an official source.
And it wasn't the only time something like this happened recently, right?
No, absolutely not. Just a short while ago, the Sungai Petani Municipal Council had a similar issue. Their National Day greeting featured a flag with only 11 stripes and, again, that 16-point star. They did correct it quickly, took down the post, put up the right one after people pointed it out, but still.
It shows a pattern, or at least a recurring challenge in getting our own national symbol right.
It does make you wonder why these errors keep cropping up, especially in official contexts.
Now, here's where it gets particularly interesting. The Pontian Municipal Council. This isn't their first time dealing with flag issues.
No, not at all.
They previously took some very, very strict action against local businesses. I mean, really strict. They ordered a mini market and even a dental clinic there to completely cease operations.
For how long?
For 30 days, a full month.
Wow.
All because of incorrectly displayed national and state flags. Think about that impact. A 30-day shutdown for a small business.
That's incredibly harsh, and there was official backing for that decision at the time.
Oh, yes. The State Housing and Local Government Executive Counselor went public, emphasized the flag's symbolism, sovereignty, dignity, loyalty, and basically said the council was just following the law. So it set this really rigid precedent, zero tolerance, it seemed.
Right. A very clear message was sent. Mistakes with the flag will have severe consequences. No wiggle room.
Exactly. So fast forward to now. The council makes its own mistake with the flag image.
Yeah.
And the public reaction. Swift. And, well, pretty critical.
Understandably so. People immediately started pointing out the, let's call it, perceived double standard.
That's the phrase you see everywhere online. People are asking, quite directly, if businesses got hit with a 30-day closure for similar errors, why shouldn't the council face some sort of consequence?
It's a fundamental question of fairness, isn't it? If the body making the rules, enforcing the rules, breaks those same rules, well, shouldn't they be held to at least the same standard, if not higher?
We're seeing comments online demanding just that. Some are saying the Pontian Municipal Council, or maybe its leadership, should face a similar 30-day closure. It's less about the flag error itself, maybe, and more about this principle of equal application of the law.
People feel it can't just be brushed aside as a simple mistake, especially given the council's own track record. They set the standard themselves.
And this leads to another angle people are bringing up online: the politicians. There's been quite a bit of, let's say, sarcastic commentary asking where certain figures are now. Figures like Akmal. People are pointing out their perceived silence on the council's mistake, especially considering how vocal they've been on other flag-related issues in the past.
It taps into that public expectation for consistency. If you're going to be very vocal, very critical of others.
Like Akmal was, often taking a very strong, almost confrontational stance on perceived disrespect towards the flag.
Then the public expects that same energy, that same scrutiny when it's a government body making the error. When that doesn't happen, when there's silence, it gets interpreted.
It's inconsistent.
Yeah.
Or maybe politically motivated.
Potentially. People start questioning the intention behind the previous outrage. Was it genuinely about the principle, about the flag, or was it selective? Was it about scoring points? That's the feeling you get from the online comments.
It definitely raises questions. And speaking of questions, this whole situation has also brought up a legal point: the council's actual authority here.
Yes, the jurisdiction issue. This is quite significant. People have pointed to the National Emblem Control of Display Act, 1949, that's Act 193, and that law seems to clearly state that it's the police who have the power to enforce regulations about displaying national and state emblems.
Not the local councils.
According to that specific act, the enforcement power lies with the police. Local councils handle municipal bylaws, local matters. National emblems fall under a different category, legally speaking. So the argument is that when the Pontian Municipal Council ordered those businesses to close,
For 30 days.
they might have been overstepping their legal authority, acting outside their mandate.
Okay, so amidst all the talk about double standards, jurisdiction, political figures, maybe it's a good moment to just pause. Let's remind ourselves what the Jalur Gemilang actually stands for. Because that's what this is all supposedly about, right? The symbol itself.
Absolutely. It's important not to lose sight of that. The 14 points on the star, they represent the 13 states plus the federal territories united. And the 14 stripes, red and white, carry that same meaning, unity across all parts of Malaysia.
And the colors, too, they all have meaning.
They do. Blue represents the unity of the Malaysian people. Red stands for courage, white for purity, sincerity. And the yellow, of course, represents the royal color of the rulers.
And the crescent moon.
Symbolizes Islam as the Federation's official religion. And the star, again, reinforces that unity of all the states and territories. So it's packed with meaning about who we are as a nation. Unity, courage, purity, respect for our system.
Which, if you think about it, makes an error by an official body feel, well, it hits differently, doesn't it? Especially given their past actions.
It does. It inadvertently raises questions about whether the institution itself is fully upholding those values it's supposed to represent and enforce. It puts them in a very awkward position.
You said it earlier, what goes around comes around. It does feel a bit like that from the public's view. And it's strange, these flag errors seem to happen almost every year, don't they?
It's true. Despite all the discussion, the sometimes harsh enforcement, these mistakes keep popping up. It becomes this cycle. Scrutiny, error, outrage. Then maybe someone else makes the mistake next time.
Which leads to that bigger question. Are we focusing too much on the form, the exact correctness?
Instead of the substance.
Yeah.
The actual feeling of patriotism, of respect for the nation. I mean, is national unity better served by a 30-day business closure for an unintentional mistake? Or by perhaps education and a more understanding approach?
Does overly strict punishment for honest errors actually damage the very national feeling we want to encourage?
It's a valid question. Does it foster respect? Or does it foster fear and resentment around national symbols? What really builds a stronger sense of national identity? Maybe it's less about perfect display and more about understanding and shared values.
This whole Pontian incident, it's really a potent reminder, isn't it? About consistency in how rules are applied, and about the power of public opinion now, especially when things feel unfair. It'll be fascinating to see how the Pontian Municipal Council handles this fallout.
Especially given the precedent they set. It's a real test for them. And it challenges everyone, really, to think about whether we hold ourselves to the same standards we expect from others. It leaves you thinking, definitely.
Absolutely. We hope this discussion has given you some things to consider on the matter. Remember to like and subscribe for more videos like this.